Hi guys, Vicky through the Looking Glass here. So today I'm going to be reviewing roller coasters made on the game Planet Coaster, and this is another coaster made by Tricky Plays Games. I've already reviewed one of their rides previously, so I'm going to pop the link here for you. So I hope you guys like it. I will put the link to the original video in the description for you, so I hope you guys do check it out. Make sure you put audio on as well. I've got headphones in just due to copyright on the audio, so make sure you do watch it with the volume on. So I'm going to be reacting to the coasters. This is the first time that I've seen them. My husband puts together these lists for me, so if there are any you want me to review, please pop them in the comments below so I can add them to the list. This is the first time that I've watched this, so I'll be reacting live with you and letting you know what my thoughts are in terms of the ride itself, whether it's likely to be made and where it would go in the parks. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoy. I already like the starting image. You've got a big King Triton and then you've got Eric's castle as well, and the Little Mermaid music, which I love. So this is version 2. I think Tricky Plays Games made a previous version a couple of years ago, and this is an upgraded version of that. So we've got a made up version of a Fantasyland, slightly different to what we've got now, but we do have the new Fantasyland area in Orlando, and then you've got the Mermaid Lagoon in Tokyo, but this has got a larger than life King Triton, which looks incredible. I can imagine that looming over the parks. And then you've got the pirate ship as well. Yeah, it just looks really good. Looks so much larger than life to what we actually have. I know they've got the larger than life King Triton in Art of Animation Resort, and there is one in the parks, but it doesn't quite have the impact of this. So yeah, just going into the queuing area, which is King Eric's castle, and I can see you've got Ariel up on the balcony there. So yeah, just going through now before we get on to the ride itself. Got a Little Mermaid fountain, which looks very similar to the Cinderella statue that's in all of the parks. Got some clamshells there with pearls, some fish swimming. That actually looks like Dory. Nice little link in there. The coaster system, I mean, they're just showing little clips at the moment. Looks a bit like Crush's coaster in Paris, but we'll see now when we get to actually ride it. So we're on the ride now, and the music in the background playing is Part of Your World, which is one of my favourite Disney songs. So yeah, this is more of an actual coaster than a dark ride itself. Oh, you got Flounder, and you got Ariel. Very similar to the actual dark ride in Florida, but it looks like it's going to be more of a coaster than just the standard dark ride. And here we go, nice little drop around the ocean. Oh, there's the palace. It's very dark, this ride, so not much to really say at the moment, but it is playing Under the Sea now. So where's Sebastian? Oh, there he is. And again, round to the castle. The palace, I should say, rather than castle for King Triton. It just looks incredible. And again, the coaster track on this looks similar to Space Mountain, I'd say, in terms of the twists and the turns, but it looks a lot smoother ride, because I know Space Mountain is quite jolty, but if it was a new ride it would be nice and smooth, I guess. And this is fictional, so I guess you don't get the jolts that you get and the jerks on a real life roller coaster. But it seems similar to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train in a way that it's more of a coaster than a dark ride, but it's got all of the scenery and the animatronics that you would expect from a Disney dark ride. So a good hybrid and in between. Seems like quite a long ride actually, for a roller coaster, but looks so good. Sorry, I'm going a bit quiet. I'm just trying to take it all in. I can hear Ursula, but I can't quite see her hiding in the shadows. Ah, there she is. We're going into Ursula's realm now. And a big drop. Big drop into there with the poor unfortunate souls. I guess that's how you feel when you go to see Ursula, that you're losing your soul and dropping, heart in your mouth. But yeah, the scene and the theming in this is incredible. The fact that I managed to get the characters in does make a huge difference in terms of making you really understand the experience. And we're part of the human world now. We are out of the ocean, up in the trees. I guess this will be the finale now. A couple of big drops. So there's one drop. And where are we going? So we're in the trees. You can see King Triton from the park looming ahead and just going around the back of the Fantasyland. And there's Ariel and Prince Eric on the rooftop. So yeah, it does look like a really fun ride. A long ride, especially for a roller coaster. But yeah, it looks really fun. Not many drops or anything. I feel like I would want slightly more from a roller coaster. The theming is incredible. It's a long ride, but it just feels a little bit slow to me. I feel like I'd want more drops, maybe a shorter ride with more drops, more impact. I'm a big thrill seeker myself. I know Disney doesn't always do the big drops, but I could have done with a couple more, I think, on this one. We're now at the Kiss the Girl scene, which I do love this with Ariel and Eric in the boat. Oh, there's some flamingos there as well. Do like flamingos, they're pink. How can I not like them? But yeah, really fun. Is that the end now? Nope, it's still going. So yeah, the ride time on this I think has been like 5 minutes. The video's been on for just under 6 minutes, but there was an intro at the beginning. And we are back under the sea. Yeah, a little bit long, I think, in terms of an actual roller coaster being made. And now it's got some water, some smoke. Finally got some of the drops and some of the air time that I would have wanted. But a bit late. I'd maybe cut out some of the scenery in the middle. It is good to have all of the scenes from the film, but maybe pick 2 or 3 and cut it down. If it's not a dark ride and it's going to be a coaster, I don't think it can be 6 minutes plus. In terms of capability in the parks, I don't think they'd get enough people on the ride. And I think for it to be that long, it either needs to be a dark ride, which still probably wouldn't be quite that long, or if it's a coaster, take maybe 2 or 3 scenes out at the beginning and cut it back down. But in terms of a thrill ride, it does look like more of a Disney thrill ride than what I would want. I would want more, personally, but that is just me. But I just don't know where this would sit. It certainly wouldn't be in Florida because you've already got the aerial ride in New Fantasyland. In Tokyo, Mermaid Lagoon is more of the kids area of the park. So again, don't think this would really sit in there. I would like to see it perhaps in maybe in Paris with the new expansion they've got to the Studios park. It would fit in quite nicely behind Crush's Coaster, where you've already got the water area, and maybe between Toy Story Land and Arendelle. I know they're building that expansion, and there isn't really anything Little Mermaid based in Paris. And again, in California, you've got the Little Mermaid show, similar to that in Hollywood Studios. You've got that in California Adventure, so I don't think there is any need for a Little Mermaid attraction there. But yeah, I did really like this one. A little bit long for my liking, and it was a bit in between. It wasn't quite a dark ride. It wasn't quite thrilling enough for me. So yeah, not my favourite coaster in terms of if they were to make it. I possibly could give or take this. If it was in a park, I wouldn't miss it. I never miss a roller coaster. But if it wasn't made, I don't think I would miss this one. Not like the other video that I saw that Tricky Plays Games made that I really loved. So yeah, this one's a bit of a in-between for me. I think it's the first one that I've watched that I haven't been a huge fan of. But the theming is incredible, just a bit long. But yeah, I'll continue to rate these games. Let me know what your opinions are. Do you like the longer ride, or do you agree with me? Let me know in the comments. If you like this video, please subscribe to my channel and give it a big thumbs up. Bye guys!